Um, I want to switch now and talk about some of the stuff you've done outside of the ring. I know you've been involved with doing a lot of charity work and volunteering, especially I've seen some of your stuff that you've been doing with the St. Jude Children's Hospital. What made you get involved with that and start participating with the organization?
In 2010, at the very beginning of the year, Georgianne Macropolis, I mentioned her earlier in the interview. She wrote a newsletter called The Wrestling Chatterbox. At one time, she was Bruno Sammartino's fan club president. She was a mainstay on the independent circuit in New York City. She passed away in January of 2010. I couldn't go to her services. I decided that I was going to make a donation, that it would be to honor her, it would be in her name. And I donated, and I looked around at different charities. I settled on St. Jude. I liked what they did. I liked their purpose. I liked their mission. I liked their execution. I liked what I saw about them in the due diligence that I did. So I donated $100 a month for every month of calendar 2000.
Wow.
Then, as like you say, with social media and different platforms, and just as the years have gone by, I love collecting. I love um, figures and trading cards and anything, any tokens, anything physical that has to do with I love just I mean, I collect wrestling, I collect baseball, I collect entertainment, I collect a whole different bunch of stuff. I've from back in the day, I've got comic books, I've got coins. But long story short, um, I decided to start with an inventory budget of $50, and we bought like, I don't know, three things for like $15 a piece. And people donated inventory. They donated wrestling cards that they didn't want or need anymore. People still do that. And we still bring in inventory, and we try to grow the inventory budget little by little so that we're not taking away from what goes to the kids. For a nonprofit, I think we do very, very well. One month we were, I think, over 95% of what was donated at the auction went to the charity, which is like better than some nonprofits are out there doing 80%. So yeah, we just little by little, little engine that could, and we keep kind of building it. And month to month, it gets bigger. We're doing it about every 3 weeks now. Um, and we do Funkos, we do action figures, we do trading cards, we do magazines. We keep it eclectic, we keep it diverse, we keep it fun. We are on pace for $4,000 this year in 2025. And yeah, it's a blast. It's just, and it keeps me busy. I'm always at the post office. I'm always doing the accounting. It's a one man. I mean, for an operation that doesn't really exceed $350 in any given month, it certainly feels like, you know, it feels like a $3,000 a month thing. It's not that right now, but it keeps me busy. Uh, keeps my mind just occupied, and but more importantly, hopefully it makes a dent. And every once in a while, I like to think about, hey, today, maybe some parents who are at St. Jude's for their kid, maybe they're getting to eat a lunch, have a dinner, maybe there's a procedure that needs to happen, maybe there are supplies that need to be bought, whatever it is. Every once in a while, I wonder if some of our money is helping, and you feel good about that.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels good to give back, especially to people that are going through so many things and are struggling and are sick, have an illness. Um, Definitely seems like there's a lot that goes into what you're doing. Was there a particular event during your time working with St. Jude, whether it was helping someone out at a drive or whatever you were whatever it was there like a time that you were able to pay it forward to someone that was very heartwarming?
I just, I don't, the, I just kind of never really thought about that. It's a great question. Um,
Thank you.
it's a really good question. It's a deep question, really. Um, all of it for me is, I only, you never know the good that you're doing. And I've never gotten an opportunity to meet someone who's been helped personally by St. Jude, let alone, there's no way of ever knowing if they were personally helped by the funds that we have helped. It's just a cumulative, like I'll catch myself, I'm watching a YouTube video and a St. Jude ad comes on, and I'll catch myself watching the whole ad rather than skipping it, or I'll catch myself watching a TV ad for St. Jude and watching the whole ad, and you begin to kind of feel like what you're doing isn't just numbers and math and a tote board and a score, but you see the impact and that it's making a difference. And I get calendars and notepads and stuff in the mail. We've gotten a t-shirt in the mail, and I just hope that it helps as many people as it can. Um, that's probably the deepest and most profound level that I've ever thought about it at. Um, Aside from the auctions, which are virtual and which I'm blessed to be able to do in the comfort of my own living room, I haven't done any other kind of in person, kind of on location drives. Um, I wish I had. I might going forward, but at present, I'm just happy to believe, to know that what we're doing helps compound the stockpile of St. Jude so that they can fulfill their promise to the people that they help, that those people will never get a bill for anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's good, when you're able to help someone that is just in need. And you see these kids that are going through so many things in their life, to have a card or an action figure, and spreading kindness just goes a long way. You just never know what someone is going through. What is your ultimate goal with this project?
Onward and upward, just keep pushing forward, keep making it bigger, have have more fun with it, get more people to be at the auctions, get more people to bid, and just have people realize that this is something that they can do on the same scale, on a bigger scale, on a smaller scale. Every little bit helps. and just to raise awareness and just to contribute to that kind of charitable culture.
Yeah. What is it about giving back to the community that gives you the most joy?
I think it's that you're showing a oneness and a bond and a kindredness with people who are experiencing something that isn't a choice they made, certainly isn't the result of karma, but instead it's a tough, adverse, difficult circumstance that they are having to navigate. And you're showing them that there are people out there who are interested in making a difference and alleviating your burden on just that kind of superficial. We live in a capitalist society, so it's medicine is bought with currency, hospital stay is bought with currency. That's how it is. Dogs and cats understand it. They'll go up to a meat stand and they'll have a leaf in their mouth to trade to the proprietor in exchange for a piece of meat. So if dogs and cats get it, I think we all know that that's how the world works. And for any of those of us who have extra, who can help alleviate the burden of somebody that needs it and can use it, I think it's just a kind of, it's just being human.
Yeah, definitely, definitely well said. We need to be treating each other the best that we can and spread the wealth so that we all live happy and healthy and try to make the world a better place.